Welcome back to a casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. We have a top 10 game for you today. Hasup, currently playing as Odin. He is rank number 4 on the 1v1 Supremacy ladder. He is going to be playing Odin today, one of I think the best of the Norse gods. You saw him immediately casting that god power there. That's going to be great hunt to duplicate his giraffes. He's playing here at rank 4 up against SuperAfim. We've been watching SuperAfim a little bit. He is an Egyptian main for sure, playing Set out here again. And he just squeaked in to rank 10 on the leaderboard. Yes, he's currently on the first page. If you haven't checked it out already, I've been building aom.gg, which is a resource for Age of Mythology. You've got leaderboards, spots to upload, download your favorite replays, and all kinds of other cool stuff. And I've got sorted to 10 players, so you want to be in that top 10 spot to be famous when people load it up. And SuperAfim going to be playing Set here today. Now, I will say Egyptian's probably my favorite civs to play. I love playing the Egyptian Pantheon. I've been playing a lot of Freyr, the brand new major god, super fun. But let's break down some of the bonuses from both of these because I know there's a lot of new players. Let's talk about what makes these civilizations tick. So when we're looking at SuperAfim here, he is playing Set. Now, Set has a bonus where their priests can convert animals out on the map. So you'll see he's out here with the priests. This is about as close to a Wololo as you're going to get in Age of Mythology. And he's converting the elephants. Now, obviously, the animals that have more food take more time to convert, and the food gets decreased once it does get converted. So something to consider. But typically you see Set players out here. Basically, this is the pro scouts of 2002. Essentially is what you're seeing if you're coming from AO4. So that's one bonus with Set. I'll pop open the tech tree just so you can see the rest of them here. So pharaohs you can pay favor to essentially train up animal Set if you want to. They can convert them. They lose 25% of their food. Barracks units, your spearman, axeman, and slinger have additional 5% speed. And I think one of the biggest thing is they get a discounted cost here, 25% discount, and their monuments reduce the cost of barracks and Migdol by 5%. So that's that red stuff you see floating around these monuments. If there's a barracks or Migdol later, it's going to be giving that buff. And there's an elephant coming home. You can go attack with them if you want, but that's a lot of food because if you send this to your enemy and then you lose it, then they can gather that 550 food. So not the most ideal. So with bonuses, that's what you're going to be seeing out of Set. Let's go ahead and over the other side. I wish the observer hotkeys work. They do not. But so I have to keep popping over this terrible panel, but is what it is. We're looking over here at Odin. Now, Odin's going to be coming from the Norse Pantheon. Interesting. He's already building a little bit of a wooden wall there on that north side. That's a very early timing there as he is aging up. By the way, we are seeing Anubis as well as Freya, not Freyr, Freya coming in right now. Let's take a look real quick at the Odin bonuses for you so you know what's going on. So they've got to focus on their Great Hall units, and that is where you train Cav and heroes for the Norse. It's a new building in Age of Mythology Retold. Their gatherers and dwarves gather 10% faster from all the food sources. So food's really good. Their Great Hunt, of course. Great Hall units generate 25% favor in battle. So that's going to be coming out of those heroes and Cav. So you're getting favor when you're raiding with Cav. Your human units and heroes regenerate, and then you get the ravens. I think Raven is like the unsung like S tier civilization bonus because like scouting knowledge is like cannot be downplayed in RTSs. Like the fact that you've got 2 ravens that can go find, you can go send one raven on one hunt, one on the other, fly over their base, whatever. Like, you know what is going on. That intel is so amazing in an RTS game. So I'm calling it Ravens, an S tier civ bonus. I do love doing tier lists, by the way. So if any of you are super inspired to like load all the god powers or minor gods or major gods or civ bonuses into a tier list, I would love to make a tier list out of that stuff. I'm sure Beastie will be doing some as well, I would imagine. I know Boyd's been doing some. Okay, so leaning into civ bonuses, we see barracks come down right away. I would have liked to see an Afim. Oh, is it? Hold on a second. That's within range? Really? What is the range of that thing? Does it tell you? I am kind of surprised. It doesn't show me the radius. That sucks. I'm kind of surprised that's touching. But I guess it is. It has to be built within a radius. Unless they just do it is it a global bonus? Have I been missing this? Is it I don't. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we've got some of those barrack students coming out. We've got some spearmen. We got a slinger. Slinger very good against countering archers. Spearmen are going to be good against cav, but a good mainline unit in general. There's an upgrade for Anubis, which gives your spearmen poison. So I really love making a lot of spearmen. I was talking to Mist about this. He recommends making spearmen. They have really good speed and mobility as far as you don't have cav available in the Second Age with Egyptians. So spearmen are your most mobile option. And we do see Great Hunt being used right now to duplicate some more food somewhere around here. Okay, so we've got some Herser on the front line from Odin. SuperAfim sitting at top 10. Remember, he is definitely is technically the underdog in this matchup, but looking like he's coming out guns a-blazing, chasing down those heroes with the Anubite. Now, his troops will regenerate HP. You got to remember that the Civ bonus there for them, so they'll generate over time. We do see a great haul out there. But it looks like SuperAfim opening up super aggressive. Immediately a double barracks build. He's got, you can see his macro, 9 on gold, 9-ish, 10-ish on food. So kind of split evenly. And it's just pumping units out there. 4 villagers on wood to kind of sustain the slinger production. And I guess Soup was just trying to really secure his gazelles in the north side for later on. For now, it's technically causing Afim to spend time raiding something where there's not really much value. He's going to get up there. I guess it does prevent Soup from going there, but he's got plenty of food for now. He's still got these giraffes. It's kind of unfortunate they're on the front of his base. If he could only push or lure these back, it would be nice, but it's going to be certainly something very, very difficult. Okay, so Anubites, they do a little jump as their special attack. Let's see if they do it here. Oh, a little bit of BM. He's taking out the giraffes. Why is he doing this? Because these will decay food. It's not BM, I joke, but you take out the enemy's animals and then they're going to be losing food. Food is sitting there right now, rotting away on the plains here. Oh my, not good, not good. Okay, so we have SuperAfim right now. The Anubites trolling around, playing very aggressive, but I'd imagine Soup is calm and collected. This is not going to be stopping him. Killing animals is not BM. Placing a building to hunt delete is BM. Oh man, that's like fish deleting from AE4. Man, you want to trigger some people. Talk about that. Okay, so SuperAfim has a nice looking Egyptian army there. Look at this for H2. I always love, personally, I always love like H2 action. It's some of the like scrappiest, most fun stuff to see. Super fun. Anubites with a lot of speed, by the way. Let's see how they compare. They have what? 5 speed compared to, what is the rating cav have? 7.5. Oh man, look at this. You remember when I told you Raven's OP? Like, there you go. This is why. He was able to just like completely catch him off guard. Oh my gosh, he uses the forest fire now to deal damage during this battle. But I actually think it was a little too far away. I think that was a little bit of an optimistic forest fire. I guess it will get rid of the trees that he could have safely gathered and a little bit of like of his defensive structures around here. But it does look like Afim is going to be able to hold this. So we've got 2 TCs going on right now. And it looks like he's about ready to age up. Both players, in fact, are going to be aging up here very, very shortly. So able to hold that off. Villager count very similar right now. It looks like technically right now Afim is down by 2. A defensive setup here. Soup really playing rather turtly, I'd say. We've got attack revealers. I hate this. Great halls, more great halls being built. Of course, the rating cav, very, very good for them as we described earlier. Oh, gonna be grabbing an elephant. Oh, nice. Gonna be grabbing the more food there. And there we go. We got age ups coming in. Let's see what we're gonna see. It's gonna be Nephthys for the Egyptians, the goddess of night and death. Nice bonuses for your pharaoh and priest as well. Scorpion Man, one of the best myth units for the Egyptians. I almost see this. I think we see this minor god selected almost every single Egyptian game. It is just so good. And then, oh, he is getting that upgrade I told you about with the spear, the serpent spear, to give some venom Very, very nice if you got a number of spearmen. Ooh, might have engagement going up. Really quickly, we've got Jord coming in for Soup as far going up to H3, and now we'll give access to the Mountain Giant. Here it is. Walking Woods is available. No trees nearby for this fight, though. We also have the snakes being called in. Where did he use that? Oh, they're on the water. No, what? I don't think that's where he wanted them. So the serpents will appear on the water. I guess they actually are hitting from the shore. And it supplements his army and enables him to get away with it. Okay, Walking Woods was used, and there they are. The Ents are here. Saruman's gonna be in some trouble. Town Center under attack. Now, these things used to do like ridiculous amounts of damage in the beta. The Walking Woods were definitely nerfed. They don't just shred as fast, but as you can see, they could take out a town center if you don't answer them. So he's got giraffes and crocodiles, but oh, can he hold it? Can he hold it? He does. This is huge. He just had a big victory on land as well as on sea, I guess. The sea snakes. Maybe it's a good thing to put him there. Did they have a ranged attack? I really don't know. Melee attack. Yeah, so I don't know about that. Okay, and yeah, doing good. SuperAfim looking to be in a commanding position. He's taking some shots right now at Soup's dwarves and gatherers from beyond the wall. He's going to be taking down that wooden gate as well. Down on the east side, we got the Antibites going for a raid. Oh boy, Soup's going to be pushed off of gold. This is not good. He doesn't have any other gold security. He's basically got this one, and he's got that one. And then he's going to be in big trouble. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So now he's using the ancestors. Going for a raid. Look at that Jotun, by the way. The Mountain Giant upgrade the Jotun. It absolutely everything up. It is. Look at this thing. Doesn't care. Oh, by the way, the funny thing is, the Soup made a mod so that his main menu just has like a bunch of dancing Mountain Giants. It's pretty cool. I don't know how he does it, but I gotta get in on that soon. Okay, Priest, of course, going to be the counter to this. It may be a very strong, tanky unit, but he doesn't have a whole lot else to supplement this. How's he going to hang on? Look at the village count. 78 versus 42, 46 versus 36 villagers. Soup is on the ropes. SuperAfim, top 10, coming for that top 4 ass right now. See if he can get it. Jotun's still alive. Barely. Barely. We do see a lot of Jarls. Of course, the Spearmen have an upgrade with Venom. They're going to be very nice for going against this. He's got another Jotun coming to the battle, so just as one goes down, another is going to be replacing. We do see some of the wait, what the heck is the name of these things? Oh yeah, because they get different names. The Gaudi. Yeah, they're good at countering Myth. They're also just generally good units to have. These are ranged hero units that are good, that are new in Age of Mythology Retold. Soup doing a good job with a little army, still able to hold on. We do see this Axeman on the back line taking some hacks at the dwarf right now. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Jotun, definitely another, we talk about S tier civ bonuses, myth units. I think Jotun goes on the S tier. Look at him. He just, oh my gosh, he kicked the horse in the water. These priests, they're like poking him. These are supposed to be countering him. They just go and go and go. It's like the Energizer Bunny, never quits. He doesn't even care. He doesn't care. Definitely honey badger energy coming out there. Okay, we see a Migdol stronghold. He realizes, if I were a Fiend right now, I'd be dropping 4 temples and spamming priests. Enough of this shit. He does have, you know, increase. I don't know if he's got all the upgrades yet. Let's see. Let's check. Let's see. Did he? Yeah, he has the upgrades for his priests, so they do. Wait. He does not have the additional damage against myth units. So he has the discounted prices. He also gets funeral rights, so gets gold from fallen units, but we'll want to consider maybe getting that bonus damage versus siege or myth. Okay, so Soup definitely was in a bad position, but is held. Looking really strong right now with Odin. Just taking his time, calm and collected. He's got to be calm, right? We see a number of great Jarls and those Gaudi. Remember, they have bonuses from their Great Hall, so he's definitely leaning into those civ bonus for Odin. We see on the front line barracks, Migdol being built as well as monument to buff that. I guess this does prove out the fact that it is not a global bonus. I just can't see the radius in the caster mode. Okay, so right now, The dust has kind of settled a little bit. We see an additional settlement being dropped down for Soup. He's going to be on 2 TCs with that. Behind that, we have a very low HP, but it maybe got healed up. No, it didn't. Town Center from SuperAfim. So these guys 2 TCs. Doing just fine there in the back. There we go. Big fight right now. Priest trying to take out the Jotun, but the Jotun micros back. And these Jarls just seem to be having their way right now. We talked about spearmen, but there aren't a ton of them alive right now. These are slingers. These are axemen. Remember, the roster for the Egyptians are a lot of counter units in their barracks. So, gonna need some more. He's using some of his extra gold. He's actually training mercenaries from his town center to supplement his front line. So, really trying to win this fight. But despite all of his efforts, it's like he just keeps barreling forward. The Jotun is just carrying the game right now. Wow. Yeah, Odin Jarls are very good. Oh, takes a kick. That slinger goes for a little spin there. Gotti, by the way, you know, they're good for more than just killing myth units, right? They're pretty good at just kind of all around in general. Not to mention we saw the Scorpion Men coming up and they just get shredded. Soup is actually pushing him back. Score has moved in his favor. Down is the Jotun. It's like, there goes all your score. We got another one coming in. Okay, so Soup, not too intimidated by the Egyptians. I think Afim's going to need to rethink his military strategy. He was in great positioning. Fights have not been going in his favor. Also, Soup going to be expanding to additional town centers. It does look like it's going to get completed. We see a kick right now. Mercenary getting yeeted away. The Jotun continuing to swing away. Okay, let's examine here right now. Economically, not like he's 4 food in the bank, so not a lot of food, four food gatherers. Not a lot going on there. A lot of villagers on gold, of course, as you might imagine. Maybe he's just trying to spam out more priests. Food economy for Soup has been barely had. Both of them spending all the resources, at least, you can definitely say. Fighting underneath the Migdol. Let's see what happens here. Trying to use this priest to take out the Jotuns. Jotuns also very good against buildings. What are they bad against? Is the real question. I guess they're bad against flying units. Bad against flying units. Yeah, gonna need a lot of gold for farm transition. You don't really need to do a farm transition this early. I mean, he's still got rhinos available. He's still fine. You can really delay farm transitions and Retold for quite a bit. Definitely something like if this was an Age of Empires 4 game, you'd be thinking about a farm transition in a lot of cases. You don't have to all the time in Age of Mythology. Okay, so it just feels like Afim should be winning this. He's sitting here with a Migdol, a bunch of range units, a bunch of priests. I think what's really sinking him are these Gotti on the back line. They have 16 range. I guess they have 1 less range than a priest, but they've just been sitting back there hurling javelins, and I guess all of the units have been focused on trying to kill the myth units. So it's been primarily a mountain giant build. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of magic going on. It's giants and Gotti. That's what's going on here. A little bit of that Hasut magic, I guess. He got his forward TC. It just doesn't seem like... I don't know if he just needs to... He has a lot of gold. Perhaps could spam out a few more priests. Did he ever get the upgrade? Let's see. He did get the upgrade, so this makes them do additional damage against myth units. That should be helping quite a bit. And we are seeing now the chariots starting to take off some of those Gotti. We do see this Jotun taking some damage. So, yeah. Chat calling out. If he makes a few Huskarls right now, he would clean this up. But that could be. But does he even have a hill for it? Yeah, he doesn't even have a hill for it. He can't even train them. Okay, so... There we go. Pew! Punts that one away. What's going on the west side here? He converted... Did he convert a few of his units? I think he did. There are some Egyptian villagers here, and he converted some of his dwarves into berserks to fight this. That's one thing you can do, of course, with the Norse when you get caught with your villager-on-villager battles. Of course, you sacrifice some economy when you do that. He built a siege works like he was going to push this thing. Let's see if he does. A lot of chariot archers. I feel like the chariot archers are going to really start to turn the tide of this if they they focus. He needs to micro these onto the Gaudi just a little bit, and not the priest to work on these because they just get tickled by chariots. Okay, behind this, let's see what's going on. A little bit of farms being set up. We've got some gold over there, gold right there. Egyptian economy is looking good. Norse economy is still doing fine despite the immense amounts of pressure. This is going to get a little more interesting down here. Like if he just like pulled back and focused that gold vein, that would be huge. Is anything left there? No, I don't think. It's because I'm on the wrong view. Let's see. Yeah, that's gone. The observer mode drives me nuts with that invisible gold mine. See, that's his last gold. If he can push him off that, oh boy. It's not if, it's now. By the way, 2k gold in the bank for Odin. Maybe he knows he's going to get it pushed off, so he's like, I'm slapping everything on gold here. But there you go. He's got no gold income right now. Not going to be good. Not going to be good. Actually moving his dwarves over to food. I wouldn't make like any myth units probably at this point with the number of Gaudi out in the field. I guess you might want a few to just to tank some of that fire or to draw them in. We do see a settlement getting pushed, put down on the east side by Soup. Soup's still holding on, doing just fine. Yeah, that's his only gold mine. Yeah, I don't know where he's going to go next. That's it. This is going to have to be his ticket. He's got to get to this gold mine. He can try. He can try. See if we do it. Oh my gosh, he's trained up a ton of units. Oh, I think he saw the siege tower coming. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Let's see if he goes for it. Okay, so let's see what happens. In come the giants. Down goes the Migdol. He never repaired it. He never spent the time to repair it. Down it goes. I don't think he has another one. Oh my god, that TC is like one giant attack away from dying as well. Oh no, look at these. Where are the priests? He had so much gold. He's aging up though. But what's it gonna matter? He's gonna have a tots, he's gonna give him Phoenix and the meteor. He's gonna have to make something of it because right now, he's getting shredded by the mountain men. Okay, we see the Norse army continuing to push forward. We've got look at this, the chariot archer just kind of tickling the Jotuns. He's got to pull back. I hope to God he is not aging up at this town center. He better be aging up back at home. We're about to find out. Very, very, very strong. And look at that, he was able to secure some gold. He's also securing some map control here. Not only to mention this, with what's going on here right now, he has lost his forward base. His new unit's immediately getting killed. So how does he repop his army? He's gonna hit the next stage, but what, he's gonna meteor strike an army in the open field, not to mention moving in on his main base. Okay, so really what changed the pace of this, it felt like Afim was absolutely dominating Soup until the Jotun started entering the field. Maybe he was saving up all his resources for that, because these giants have just absolutely been shredding. Okay, meteor is available. Will he cast it? Let's take a look to see. He might save it up. I'd imagine he probably wants to use it in the main base. This is always an awkward moment. You've got such a powerful god power, but it's like, where do you use it? How do you use it in this situation right now? Now, the Phoenix, while it would be good against the mountain giants, you've got a bunch of, Gaudi on the field. So they're going to just shred this Phoenix. Look at this. No problem. That Phoenix got like, what, 1, 2, 3 hits off and it's going to die. Maybe it'll be reborn again, but yeah, that's not going to be going good. Afim is crumbling right now. Meteor's called in. Where did he use it? He used it on the front line. He hits the Jotuns, but also hits his own. He does stop whatever that was. He hits his own villagers once again. Takes out a giant. Has a lot of phoenixes. I mean, it did kill a lot of the Gaudi. That could probably be the best thing he could hope for with that. Really leaning into the phoenix production. He's going to need to make something happen here. I haven't seen a whole lot of like mass phoenix play, so we'll have to see if this works out. Of course, this is the only unit the Jotun cannot touch. Cannot touch. Can he hold this with the mass phoenix? I don't know. The Jotun just continue to pummel. The Phoenix can do pretty good until you run into a bunch of ranged defenses. Okay, so he holds this fight. On the west side, though, we do see a few great Jarls starting to come in through the wall. We also see is continuing to lose that forward base. Hill fort being set up. Will he consider an age for himself? Certainly could, but doesn't have the gold at the moment to sustain that. Where did those phoenixes go? Okay, they're up on the north side. Yeah, he could just troll the gold veins. That could be something he could do. He could just like dance around from gold to gold, just trying to keep his opponent off of it. Could be a good strategy. Remember on the mini-map, don't get fooled. It shows you gold that's been gathered from the enemy when I'm changing perspective. I don't make control over that, but just keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's certainly easier for us as viewers to say, sell wood and age up. But alas, here we are. 140 favor, by the way. It's a lot of favor. Thank you so much for MiniMalt21 coming in with the 45 months of subscribing. Thank you so much, MiniMalt. Be like MiniMalt, become a first-time subscriber to the channel, and soon you too can be subscribed for 45 months. Think of all of the perks. All of the perks. Okay, Phoenix over here trying to just get some kind of action going on here right now. Slinger's not going to be doing great against this Jarls on the south side. Oh my gosh. It's like, you know what this feels like compared to AoE 4? It's like when your opponent hits the third age and like has a man in arms and you're like still in the second age with just like a few archers or something, and it's like you just can't kill it. It doesn't matter what you send at it. It's gonna keep barreling forward. Okay, so he's able to get a Migdol up in the middle of the field, also training up some catapults. Now, this is not, this is AOM, so catapults, they're used exclusively against buildings and ships, I guess. You can see do a lot of damage versus buildings. This is probably like the closest you'll get to a trebuchet in Age of Mythology. Now, the Phoenix, when it dies, it drops a Phoenix egg, and over time it'll come back. But Soup, he is able to hold on. The only thing I can ask, thinking of watching this game, is like, is that giant overtuned? It is absolutely crazy. But hats off to Hasup, a very, very nice hold. He was on the ropes, really in a hard spot, cornered up to the north side. Afim also playing very impressively. I mean, that was a great early aggression, good map control. It seemed like everything was going his way. But the Giants came out, and man, they had something to say about all that. Let's check out some of this post game. You can see overview. Largest armory, in fact, was Afim. We can see total score there at the end, though. It was able to come out ahead there with Soup. Civilian units. You can actually see Egypt was economically ahead for almost the entire game as far as the civilian units go. Resources collected, though. He may have had the units, but the Norse were actually just gathering a little bit more efficiently. You can see he gathered just a little bit more. How can we look at military population? Total military resource value? Yeah, like look at some of these. Look at the size of that. This is the story right here of the giant. Like, what? Absolutely nuts. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this casted game. If you're ever on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel. I've got tons of casted games from top 10 players. There'll be more coming. I will also be working on some guides for all the civilizations. And as always, head on over to aom.gg where you can check out the leaderboard, your match history, as well as upload and download your favorite recorded games. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Hope you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.